At long last, the early winter rains had subsided, and whilst there were still floods countrywide, prospects of some drier conditions prompted an excursion to the coast. The early morning light at Westward Ho produced glorious pastel vistas on the deserted 1.5 mile beach. I snapped away in an attempt to capture the mood and exploit the light. I'd left the car in town and intended to walk back home to Barnstaple along the southwest coast path, a distance of over 20 miles to my front door. The temperature at this time of the day was still around freezing, and the usual surfer community were absent, replaced by dog walkers and yours truly. Recent high tides had disturbed the stone causeway off the beach over the pebble embankment. It's that naturally formed ridge which protects the adjacent Gold Coast from potential flooding. This is Northern Boroughs Country Park and the Royal North Devon Golf Club, the oldest links course in the country. The route bobbed through the sand dunes around the 250-hectare country park, passing hardy golfers and long-abandoned boating paraphernalia. It was still cold as the breeze picked up, and being from a northerly and easterly direction, this was not a favourable combination. The headland was rounded, and pleasant views of the Torridge estuary filled the scene. The wind chill prompted a short break for a hot drink. The path crosses the unique coastal landscape of the country park, leading to the Skern estuary, raised by sheep and ponies between high tides and floods. I circumvented the Skern and moved on towards Appledore, where the RNLI station was having a quiet day in the calm conditions. Ahead, I noted the point where the estuary splits between the rivers Tor and Torridge. The village of Appledore is famed for its colourful fishermen's cottages, looking extra pretty in the gorgeous light. The amusingly named local pub and the individually named cottages added to the joy of walking through this part of town. The seafront at Appledore was bracing as the wind and helicopters whistled through the estuary. The varied scenery changed from the pretty tourist location of the seafront to one of a more industrial landscape where quarrying and shipbuilding are prevalent. Definitely a lot going on in Appledore, where the welcome sign marked my exit from the town. A short rural section, followed by more tarmac, took me past the giant shipyard of Harland and Wool. A valued employer for many years in these parts, but seemingly quiet and inactive at the current time. The light was still good, but as temperatures rose a degree or two, the frozen ground turned to mud. Soon back to the banks of the Torridge, and what appeared to be a graveyard for rotting carcasses of abandoned boats and small ships. Heading for Bideford now along the coast path, under the ugly expanse of the Torridge Bridge, a crucial artery for North Devon nonetheless. Built in 1987, this bridge removed overnight a weight of traffic from the long bridge in town, which was literally causing it to collapse. This ship, the Fresh Spring, was rescued by its current owner, who paid just £1 for its purchase. And this ship runs regular trips to Lundy Island in the Bristol Channel, weather permitting. This is the Long Bridge, referred to earlier, where on this day hosted a gang of angry gulls who had already seen off a couple trying to enjoy their lunch. Crossed the bridge, and it's tarmac most of the way home now, as my route joined with the Tarka Trail, a cycle track on the bed of a historic railway line. Back under the Torridge Bridge on the route to Instow are seeing more maritime relics, used as floating homes. With the giant shipyard in sight, passed a couple of hours previously. Instow, across the river from Appledore, has more of a tourist feel, with its popular beach and its sailing community. Another short stretch off-road followed, which was easier on my now very painful feet. Five more miles of tarmac remained, via Framingham, a former busy port, and its lovely cafe, led me to Barnstaple, by which time the light had all but gone. Despite my painful feet, I completed the same walk the following day, but in reverse, to retrieve my car in Westward Ho.